the dangerous assumption is that you can look at a human being and know what they're capable of or not. And one of the dangerous assumptions to slide into is they can't do it. But if I sat down for a job interview, no one's going to look at me and try to preemptively figure out what I can and can't do. But when someone shows up with a disability that is either visible or that has been disclosed, a lot of times if people aren't aware of this greater diversity of a billion people around the world who live with disabilities, they might make an assumption, well, they have disability X, so they clearly can't do Y, as opposed to treating that person like you would any other applicant. Because even if someone has no disability and sits in front of you, you have actually no idea what that person is capable of. So start with what's easy. Start with the resume, talk about experiences, conduct that interview in any other way that you would. But the dangerous assumptions is that by looking at someone, you know how they feel about their disability, you know what they're capable of, you know what they, all these other things that people automatically assume have to be true regarding disability, when in reality, the disability community is so diverse. Everything from, people who show up at disability pride parades to people who fight for cures. Really, at the end of the day, all of that is irrelevant when it comes to hiring. When it comes, you're not going to sit down at an interview with someone of a different race or a different religious background or a different sexual orientation and ask them to talk about their identity with you. Unless for some reason I don't see how that could be useful in a professional setting, when really you're looking at, can you do the job and are you a good fit for our company culture? And that's where, again, we've gotten past those kinds of, or at least, those dialogues have progressed further on the basis of gender, race, and sexual orientation, but disability lags behind because there's still a lot of assumptions that most people take as fact. And that's the work that I want to be a part of, in terms of my individual thought leadership and what AbleThrive represents, is that there's a lot of diversity that needs to be honored. At the end of the day, people are people, and they're entitled to live their lives and internalize their identities as they choose. But everyone deserves a chance to live a meaningful life.